Here's a review of the Coleman Triton 2-burner camping stove. Now here's the stove in its fully open position with both the wind screens up. I want to show you what it looks like when it's closed up. We really like the portability of this thing for camping. Once you buckle this up, you are good to go. And then on the bottom side of it, right here, there's a handle. So super easy to carry. But you just lean this guy back, pull out both windscreens before you put either of them in, pinch the little clips, shove it into the sides here. There's little slots for them. Now you got your windscreen and the camping stove's almost ready. Next, you're gonna take the little metal piece that you put your propane into. And on this side of the stove right here, you can see it, there's a little hole right here. And you're gonna put the smaller end of that metal pipe in there. You're just gonna shove it in there, and then you're gonna kind of keep it angled like this so you can put your propane on it later. And then you're gonna take the gold piece and then just keep spinning it on there till it's tight. Now I just hand tighten it, not too difficult. And then you're gonna take your propane and just screw it into the back right here. And make sure that thing's in there all the way. Make sure this thing's tightened up. Now one thing to note that I didn't know ahead of time is that it does not have its own igniter. So you just have a lighter, no big deal. My buddy actually had this electric lighter on our camping trip, which was amazing. But for this, we're just gonna be using a regular old flame lighter. You're just gonna turn it on until you can hear it hissing, and then you're gonna hit your flame. There you go. That was probably a little too much gas there. Then we can light the other one as well. There you go. It works better if you have the flame on and then just keep turning this to the left till it finally lights it. Now I'm hoping you can see the flame from the video. Let's try to get you in here closer. So I'm gonna try to blast these up as high as they go to show you. And as you can see, they go insane. I believe it says it's like 22,000 BTUs. I'm not an expert, so I'm not really sure what that means, but I do see that this thing goes pretty high. And we had no problems heating up a tea kettle to boil water for coffee and hot cocoa. And we cooked mini breakfast sausages, ham, some steak, vegetables with no problems at all. It gets more than hot enough. It honestly felt no different than my regular gas stove that I have at my house. Now the only thing that is a big difference is that I brought a big wok to cook a lot of vegetables in, and it would not fit like this. So what you have to do in that case is you unpinch the windscreens, and then I just left it open like that. And then I was able to put the larger pot or the larger pan on there with no issues. Here's actually the two pans that I brought with me so you can see for yourself. Here's a normal size pan, and as you can see, totally fine. You can fit two of them on there, no problems, with the windscreen up and the back up like that. And then here's my giant wok. As you can see, it's pretty big. And I didn't expect it to fully fit. And it, you know, for the most part, it still fits even with the windscreen. It's just off to the side a little bit. But how many people are actually bringing a giant wok with them camping? But I knew I'd be cooking a lot of vegetables for a lot of people, so figured why not just bring the big guy. And as you can see, just fine, just like that, with this pan still fitting on next to it. It's the perfect little stove. So if you need a stove for camping or just a portable stove, this one will work perfectly for you. I love that it has the little propane bottles, so I didn't have to refill like a giant propane before camping, because you can buy these in bundles and always have them there ready in case you run out of fuel. But this is also the same propane canister that I took with me on my 2-day camping trip, cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's still going. So I definitely recommend the Coleman Triton. I think you should give it a go.